Hello, Fightful
Faithful. Hello.
Welcome to the very special Galentine's Day episode.
Oh my goodness. Happy Galentine's Day.
Happy Galentine's Day to you. Of course, I am Linda. You know, I am the Linda. And of course, with me as always is the Sheila.
Hello.
And hello. It's good to be coming to you live on the Fightful YouTube. And we're going to be talking about the Valentine's Day episode of the NXT, which was terrible as usual. But we'll talk about all that. And then, of course, you can all send in your super chats at the bottom of the thing here over there on the YouTubes. And then also you can go to the humperchats.com and send in a humper chat as well. If you would like to, the puns this week apparently are all about love or Valentine's Day or heartbreak or whatever you want to do. The heartbreak kid who's terrible at booking shows, but anything.
It's the romance. It's the romance. It's the ups and the downs of the romance.
Romance.
You did a much better job than the Alex does of the introing of the show, but you can also go to twitch.tv/FightfulGaming, I'm told.
All the kids are on the Twitch.
Bits.
All the kids are on the Twitch.
Isn't that when you got like a
I think thing? It's I get the Twitch is it's a thing when you've eaten too much sugar and your eye starts going wonky.
That's what and with the wine and the whatnot. But
this is true.
My nephew told me about the Twitch, and then he said that he stands Twitch, and I said, "What is this stand that you speak of?" The stand, as far as I knew, was Sean Spears, and HBK kicked him in the face back when DX was being so controversial. But he told me that a stan is a super fan. So you know when we were walking today at the mall, and you went to the Cinnabon, and I said, "I'll be right back."
Mm-hmm.
I went to one of those places where you can get the shirts made.
Oh, you did?
And I got something special made just for you.
Oh, I can't wait. Let me see.
Well, because I learned what a stan is, and because it's Galentine's Day, I got my own Stan the Linda sweatshirt.
Stan the Linda sweatshirt.
Stan the Linda, because that's what we do here. We stan the Linda.
Listen, I dated a man named Stan for a while, about 6 months, back in the late 70s, and by the end, Stan could not stand the Linda. Let me tell you, he was out the door.
Look, you're a lot of woman. Some people can't handle it.
I am nothing if not a lot, and I'm fine with it. Most people are, but Stan was not. So
he wasn't man enough to handle the Linda, but we stand the Linda here at the SGS.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. All right, so I suppose we should read some of these things that came in here. Orion Ben says
the super chats, the humper chats.
Yes, these things over here. The Luis, what a sweet boy.
We love the Luis.
He keeps all the things in order so I can read them.
I should make a stand the Luis.
Yes, you should. Or whatever standing is in Spanish.
Oh my goodness. We have to find out what the word is.
I
have the Duolingo.
You should look it up on the Duolingo.
I should look it up on the Duolingo.
You should do
It's one of those applications on your phones.
Yes, it's all the applications. Everything's got an app for it.
Everything's an app these days.
I mean, I want to go down to the Joanne Fabrics, and they're like, "Do you have our app?" No, I don't need your app. I just need a few things so I can make a wreath, an Easter wreath for my cousin Janine. I don't need an app for that. Okay.
No, I don't need to order ahead. If I want to go to the Cinnabon, I'll order right there. I don't need this mobile pickup. And I think people steal the orders. I do. They do not check. They do not check.
I don't know. All right, here we go. I'm reading the things now. Paul Elizabeth says, "Happy Valentine's Day to Linda and Sheila, Supermod Louise, JW of Pringle, Sisters Council, Scripts, Team Kalex, and all the SGS." So they're Paul Elizabeth. What a nice man.
What a nice fella.
He's a bit too young for me. But if I were 20 years younger, I'm telling you.
His daughter, quite the
yeah.
looker. Quite the looker, their daughter.
So I've heard. Orion Ben 666 says Linda and Sheila Showtime and Show Tunes. Galentine's Go. Galentine's Go. That's what we should call our show. Galentine's Go. It's wonderful. Cam Watson says, have you seen pics of Mount Rushmore before it was carved? The natural beauty was unprecedented. That's
quite a good joke.
That's a very good joke.
It doesn't fit the theme, but it's quite a good joke.
But I mean, it's almost the president's birthdays. Can you believe Abraham Lincoln and George Washington were born on the same day?
What are the chances?
Also, F. Murray Abraham and Abraham Lincoln were born on the same day. I said Abraham and Lincoln. So there you go.
There you go.
Don't watch NXT, says Cam. You shouldn't. But I don't miss a post show. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.
JW Pringle says Alex the Great, Kate the Amazing, Papa Paul, Elizabeth the Magnificent, Louise, Modmaster, Sisters Awesome, all the SGS, you lovelies, be my Valentine. Everyone should be JW Pringle's Valentine.
Oh my God, if you're not JW Pringle's Valentine, what are you even doing here?
Quite a catch. That's what I say. Tom LaValle says Valentine's Day ain't always easy when you're single. You sometimes need something to believe in to get you through. I believe in Joe Hendry. And then Louise says, clap, clap. Is this what we do? I love
that Joe Hendry. He's adorable. Have you seen the Joe Hendry?
He's beautiful. He's a beautiful man.
He did a whole song about how the Matt Cardona is Edge's bitch. It was very funny. He's very clever, the Joe Hendry.
Yes.
I also believe in the Joe Hendry.
So of course it is the Valentine's Day, the Galentine's Day.
Of course.
And I went down to my local A&P and I picked up some themed candies.
You did?
Yes, I did. Here's one. Hold on. I got the Hairy Bows.
Oh, the Haribo's.
The Haribo's
mix.
Yes, see, the thing of it is that I dated a man named Bo once. Back in the early 90s, and he was smooth as a dolphin's ass.
Was his last name Dallas?
Not Harry. No, different. No, of course not. No. Jackson. It was Bo Jackson. But also,
we're never gonna make it through this.
No, not at all. We were never going to. Also, Sour Patch Hearts.
Oh my goodness, I love the Sour Patches.
For the sour Graps, see? Isn't it wonderful?
It's wonderful. You know, first they're sour, and then they're sweet.
And then the sweet afterwards.
There it is.
Also, here's this. These ones are nice. These are just red to sour hearts. I guess I don't really know what the flavor is. I guess red. Red is the flavor.
Like red. A cherry, perhaps? A cherry.
Perhaps, but they don't say this. They do here. These ones are black hearts.
Oh my goodness.
So, yes. So, they're black raspberry flavored.
It's Cora Jade.
It's Cora Jade. And also Jacy Jayne. Do you know they have the same character now? Isn't that wonderful that the writing staff gave them the same character to play? Isn't that so good? One of them turns on her partner, and then the other one does months later, but they both play the same character. The only difference is Jacy Jayne, no hat.
I was going to say that's a completely different person in their world, so no hat. Yeah. The generation of Jacy actually sounds better.
Yes, it does. Doesn't it? It does.
It flows.
Matthew Plus says, "Entertain me, jesters." I don't know what else you'd be getting.
Who is this Matthew Plus? I don't know who this fella is.
No, listen. I'd like to divide and conquer and get him the hell out of here. That's what I'd like to do.
Oh my goodness, you're so bad.
This is one of those black hearts.
Oh my goodness.
It's kind of purplish. Let me see.
Is it a licorice or is it perhaps a grape?
No. No, it says black raspberry.
Oh, black raspberry.
Which I just thought were blackberries.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
I mean, it is nice. It's very sour, but at the end, it is very sweet. So,
well, first it's sour and then it's sweet, yes.
So let's try one of the regular ones here. This is just taste testing candy with the Linda. This is all this is.
Of course. This should be its own show.
It should be. Well, I don't know. My blood sugar probably couldn't take it if it would do this very often. It's a special day. That's what I like to say.
It is a special day. Do you have a special Valentine? Did you reach out to anybody maybe in the wrestling world?
That's why it's Galentine's Day today. We'll leave all that behind. This is all bleh.
I know, but you think some of them are cutie pies. I didn't know. I didn't know if maybe after we had a glass of wine, we could tell everybody we went to the TGI Fridays.
Listen, I'm off the wine, by the way.
Oh my goodness.
I'm off the wine. I'm quitting cold turkey because that always works.
Of course.
Now I'm on to the lemon lime sodas.
Oh, very nice.
And just rocketing my blood sugar through the roof with all this candy. I think it's basically much healthier than drinking a glass of wine. So
Of course. So we went to the TGI Fridays. We split one of the appetizer samplers. We celebrated Galentine's Day. And now here we are talking about the NXT.
Mm-hmm. Those regular sour hearts are much sourer than the black hearts are.
Oh, are they?
Yes. I was not expecting that. Hold on now.
Oh, they are getting wild in the chat.
Oh, they now. Okay, here we go.
Meet Normus. You get out of here. Get out of here right now.
You know I can see this. I can see this, meat.
We had several tutorials on how to use this program because we were not familiar with the StreamYard.
No, we did not know.
So after a 7-hour session on how to use it, we know how to pull up things on the chat, and this is just wrong.
So here we go. Apparently, with the Haribos, they usually make gummy bears, but this is gummy hearts here, right? And also, hold on. X's and O's. XOXO, like with the hugs and kisses.
The hugs and kisses, yeah.
Yeah, the hugs and kisses. And so I'm going to try one of the red hearts here. Well, it's very gummy. Mm-hmm.
Do you like it better or less than the Sour Patch Hearts?
I mean, there's not a sour, which is nice. But
I hope not.
But it takes a lot more, energy to chew and
consume.
Right,
consumption.
Exactly. It's just here we go. So this is the O. I guess it's purple. I'm not really sure what kind. It's all right.
Good. Nodding in approval. We like it.
Now this one is apparently
I don't like the whites. I don't like the white flavors.
They're pineapple. And I love a good pineapple. No, I love pineapple.
No.
It's nature's perfect fruit. What are you, crazy?
A better fruit than it is a gummy. No. White, get it out of here. Yellow, get it out of here. Not into it.
My favorite.
You can have them all.
I'm gonna eat all the whites because I love it. I love it. This is not a racial thing, but I do love the whites.
It's fair.
So good. All right, here we go. Oh, you know what? Then lemon lime. This is Zevia. It's made with a certain kind of, organic sugar. It's wonderful. A lemon lime Zevia is the perfect beverage with which to wash down all of this wonderful Valentine's candy. So we are here now, I suppose. Listen, no one said anything about pineapple on pizza. No one said anything about that.
Get it out of here.
Keep the fruit
separate
from the pizza. The only fruit I want on my pizza, tomatoes. Did you know they're fruits? So
I did because of the seeds and the whatnot.
Right, here we go. Okay. So
this is quite funny. Mike Strikes Back. This is quite funny. We love this from you.
I love this. Thank you. The Mike Strikes Back.
Is your name Shotzi because you wore my black heart?
Yes.
Fold it up now. So because we were eating the black hearts.
There we are. Here we go. Okay. Valentine's puns. Here we are. So far, we have 19. It's really Brian. Actually, he's got 19 in his one upper chat that he said it. He said Brett Conversation Hearts, Abdullah the Smoocher, which I like a lot. Eddie Flingston, very good. LA Date Night.
That's very cute.
Very good. The Flirt Business.
Favorite one.
The Flirt Business, very good. Hickey James.
Oh my goodness.
No, that's so naughty. Love Morgan, not Liv Morgan, but Love Morgan. Live, laugh, love Morgan. Wendy Bluechew. VD McDonough. VD's not. I mean, I suppose you could get one on Valentine's Day, but it's not really romantic. Sex Caliber. That's good. Indie Heart Swell. Heart is swelling. Ember Moonstruck, which is a wonder. Do you ever see the movie The Moonstruck with the Cher and the Nicolas Cage?
I have not seen that picture.
How my God? How could you not share? She's perfect in it. She's perfect. And that moment when Nicolas Cage says, "I love you," and she slaps him across the face, she says,
"You love the Nicolas Cage. You love the Nicolas Cage.
The Nicolas Cage is such a sweet boy. I mean, he really is.
You love him.
I guess he's not anymore. But
with
like,
the Wicker Man and the bees and the
but not that. No, not the weird Nicolas Cage.
When he was chasing things around with that map.
When he was marrying Peggy Sue, that's when I loved him back in the day. What a heartthrob he was. Anyway, what's going on? A box of sexual chocolates.
Excellent.
And Coco Be Mine.
Oh, I love the Coco Be Mine because I loved the high energy.
Very good.
With his bird, Frankie.
JW Pringle says, Valentine's in my soul. Linda will curl meat Normus's toes. Only if he plays his cards right.
Oh my goodness. Well, I don't know. He's in here talking up the Julie Cutler, who adorable. We love the Julie Cutler, but we don't like the two timing.
Piff. Chris Mueller says Romance Warner.
Oh, that's very good from the chief technology officer at the Bleacher Report.
That Bleacher Report app, that's the worst app. Of all the applications, that's the worst of them.
Oh my God, I can't stand that one. I couldn't even use my my Google Maps, but that Bleacher Report app. Thank God Chris Mueller BR_Doc on the Twitter can fix it for you in a jiff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I think I swallowed up one of them whole.
Oh no.
I'm going to cough that up at some point. It's going to be very horrible.
Wash him down with the Zivia.
Hold on. I got to find it. Here we go. It's stuck back there. Oh, this is terrible. Oh no.
I was going to start reading them, but that made me laugh too hard.
All right, here we go. Jam Beard says Kiss from Amandy Rose, which I think is just the name of a finisher. Chris Pereira says the Candy Heart Foundation. Jake Salazar says Gonorrhea Club.
I don't know if that's so romantic.
I don't actually. I mean,
it's a consequence, I guess.
Yeah. I also don't know what it's punning.
Oh, yeah.
Gonorrhea Club. What are you punning? Gonorrhea Ripley. I know what you're punning. I don't know what Gonorrhea Club is.
Like it just doesn't fit with the Bullet Club.
No, not really. I don't know. I'm not really sure.
You know.
The
Gun Club. No wonder I was walking it out of my brain.
Fair. Ryan Sullivan says May Young Love. That's wonderful. Jake Sellers, Eddie Flingston, we got that one already. Chris Perez says Tinder Mahal.
Oh, that is
That's a very good pun, but also a very terrible wrestler, and I'm very upset that he's involved.
Not very terrible, but he's not
very terrible.
He's mid, as the kids say. I'm told.
Turbulent Dingo says, what would you say is the Vaughn Wagner of candy? I don't know. Eggshells you found in the garbage disposal?
Oh, popcorn Jelly Bellies.
Well, Turbulent Dingo says, I feel like it would be those nasty black and orange peanut butter taffies that grandmas give out for Halloween.
Oh, those are, I mean, those, you're speaking ill of a lot of our friends, to be honest, but I understand. They're not very good.
No. I mean, like, I don't even know where you can buy them anymore. You can't just like go down to the A&P and they don't sell them there.
You know what I do? Home? I have my niece when she goes to the Coney Island. I have her go get it, bring it back.
So you're the one who gives them out.
I do not, but I get the variety pack, and sometimes they're just in the variety pack.
All right, listen, I don't want to cast aspersions, but Jam Beard says, "I choo dragon choose you."
That's adorable.
Wonderful.
Not.
Jam Beard says, "Tommaso Black Heart Champa." Hold on, I don't have one of these black hearts anymore. Hold on,
it's like a drinking game.
It is. It's good. Here we go. Ryan Best here. Hold on. He says, "Have we had romantic rains?" We have not.
We have not had romantic rains, but let me tell you, this one will love a romantic rains.
I mean, sure. Who wouldn't? I mean, look at him. My God.
Are you okay over there? Did you need a water?
No, I'm all right. I'm just eating all these. I'm fine. No, I don't need a water. I'm fine.
It's right here if you need it.
I understand. Oh, what the hell? Give it to me.
Fine. Here you go.
Oh, wait. It's gone. Like Isla Dawn.
Oh, my goodness. Isla Dawn. In a second, your water. Maybe.
Okay.
I can't see her.
No, we can't. Hold on. Be mine Priestley.
Oh, like BEA. Very good.
Very good. Robert Lyle says Hickey James. That's a very good one. I like this one. Chris Perez says Roxanne. You don't have to put on the red light, Perez. Robert Lyle says Mustafa Ali need his love.
Oh, I love that one because I like the Mustafa Ali very much. Did you see his hair yesterday?
It was flowing like a stream, like a brook.
Pitter pat, Patterson. My heart went.
Oh my goodness! Mike Strikes Back says, "Call me Cody Rose because my chest is bursting for you."
That's very good.
Finn Balhart.
Very nice.
Heartbreaker. My Julie Hart will go on.
No offense to Julie, but we boo her today. Really, we boo me enormous because I don't like this funny business. You've had your heart broken 9 times. I don't need to see it happen again.
I don't know. No, these are not the ones I like. I'm putting those away. I don't like those ones. Yes, you stand the me.
Stop breaking our heart.
Okay. Here we go. Hey, Jerry Jarrett died.
I know. Sad.
It's always sad when someone dies.
Of course.
It
happens a lot at our age.
I mean, listen, like every time I get together with the girls, they say, "Did you hear so and so died?" And I was like, "Yes." I mean, like I didn't hear, but I assumed at this point, you know.
Such is the case when you are somewhere between 60 and 300 years old.
Exactly. It just becomes commonplace at this point. But R.I.P. the Jerry Jarrett.
Rest in peace, sir.
Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate defeated Grayson Waller.
He did defeat the Grayson Waller, much to my delight.
He did. I did not think they were going to book this, but then I realized the story that they're telling is that Grayson Waller is horrible and blames everyone else for how horrible he is, and therefore is going to get suspended more and more. If the HBK comes out of retirement for a match with the Grayson Waller, he deserves whatever he gets, I'm telling you.
If anything, the HBK should come out of retirement for a match with the Carmelo Hayes. Because I feel like they're much more alike.
I mean,
that would make so much more sense. But very happy to see this with the Tyler Bate. have you heard what the Grayson Waller called that Sean Ross Sapp at the Fightful in the press conference?
I did, and I thought that was too much.
Sean Ross simp. A simp, I'm told, is like a stan, but a little bit different.
Yes.
A little more pathetic. I heard this Maddie Plus fella is like a Kate simp.
Yes.
That's just what I heard.
Yes. They should call.
So if you need an example,
they should change his name to Matthew Simp.
They should.
He
should change it legally.
Yes, it's very true.
Be who you are.
He should listen. I mean, like if he doesn't do it voluntarily, they should force him.
It's true. He should be arrested.
Yeah. Okay. So. After the match, after Tyler Bate defeats Grayson Waller was trying to pin him while holding onto the ropes, but the ref saw it. And what are you going to do? I mean, the ref saw it, so he can't. So anyway, then backstage, he's yelling at the Shawn Michaels about, like, how dare you employ refs who can see when I'm cheating? I don't know what he's so mad about.
I don't know. He should be angry at himself, but he doesn't seem like much for the accountability. He's not a fan. I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like it when your character is, I just keep getting opportunities even though I'm booked to lose all the time.
Didn't HBK have a storyline like this himself in the late 90s?
I mean, you would know better because that's when you guys had it.
But like, I believe he did when he was like just mouthing off to Jack Tunney, or whoever was the president at the time. Hey, I'm angry. And then he's like, then he lost his smile. It's so long ago, I can barely remember.
Oh, when he lost his smile, he couldn't find it anywhere. I was like, did you look under the couch? Because that's where I always.
You know where I find my smile? In the last place you look. That's always the last place you look is where you find your smile.
It's next to my keys, and then it's my smile.
Anyway, yeah, Jake Sellers are pointing out HBK probably has arthritis in every joint. LOL.
Well, that can be counted with adrenaline in your soul.
Yeah,
you know,
and Toradol. In every joint as well.
Also that.
Yeah, that helps. So I've heard. The Beach has never gotten one.
No, that has been his entire character for like 8 months.
Mm-hmm. And so here we go. The Beach, bless his soul. A terrible actor.
Not the best with the acting, unfortunately.
No, he's terrible at it. He's what we call bad. And the thing about it is that when you're that bad, occasionally you can practice and get better with good coaching. Okay? Occasionally you can't. And it's a lost cause. And asking him to continue to do things where he is required to act drags the whole product down. So here's the thing. If you are allowing him time to practice and giving him good acting coaching, and he's still this bad, stop asking him to do it. But if you're not giving him adequate coaching, that's on you, HBK, and all of the people there. Lord Tensai and everybody. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot about the Lord Tensai. Also, they get paid like $12, so it's not like they can go spend money on their own acting coach.
No.
On top of that, this isn't exactly gold from the writing perspective either, but his timing isn't quite there. There's not a lot going on here with his character. It's not great. They made a call back to the scene on Hitch where she's fiddling with her keys. Or was that later? Is that later?
No, they talk about that later. But like, I mean, honestly, here's the thing. Thank you for spotting it was from Hitch, because I forgot which movie it was.
It was iconic. I love the Hitch.
I mean, the Hitch.
With the Kevin James and the Will Smith and that Eva Mendes, she's so beautiful.
I mean, yes. I mean, whatever Hitch came out. I mean, like 2004. I'm not really sure when the Hitch came out. It feels like a 2004 type movie.
I think it was 2004. It was exactly on Bobby Fish's 100th birthday.
That's true. So, so he's backstage and he's very nervous. And the double vest comes in, who's wearing a single coat. So single coat comes in and he's saying, "Now, what are you doing? Are you nervous?" And the Beach is like, "Yeah, I'm nervous because I've never, and I'm like, I don't know what that is."
Look, there's a lot of reasons people could be nervous about such a thing.
Right.
It could be an experience.
Yes.
It could have just been a long time. You could just be nervous in general that you're not going to deliver a Valentine's Day level performance.
Yes, that's very true.
But, there's good news. Have you heard of this? The Bluechew? Have you heard of the Bluechew?
I have heard of the Bluechew.
You have a lot of husbands. I figured maybe at some point one might have needed.
No, unfortunately, they were all before the Bluechew time.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear
Most
that.
of them were before Viagra. I mean, it's this was just like you had to use a couple of popsicle sticks and make a splint. Like it was just terrible.
You had to use a couple of popsicle sticks to make a split. Well, that sounds quite painful for everyone involved. But thankfully,
splinters were terrible.
We have evolved beyond a popsicle stick splint into a medical prescription. You don't even need it anymore. It gets delivered discreetly. And Sean Ross Sapp is here to tell you all about it.
Is your penis soft? Is it difficult to get hard? Do you have issues with sexual performance? Do you have issues with sexual confidence? Bluechew.com, code FIGHTFUL, gives you your first shipment of Bluechew for free. It will help you get a harder, stronger erection. It will make you more confident in your sexual performance. You take an online questionnaire. You work with an online physician. You don't wait in line at the pharmacy. You don't wait in line at the doctor's office. It's prepared and shipped direct in a discreet package. That way, nobody knows that you are getting Bluechew in order to make your penis erect. Bluechew and the code FIGHTFUL gets you your first shipment free if you want an erect penis. I'm going to end the ad now.
So if you're still using a splint made out of popsicle sticks, you don't have to anymore.
Take it from me. Don't do it. It's a terrible idea.
It sounds awful. But thankfully there's a better solution with the Bluechew. And I hope that single coat in the Beach, maybe have stumbled upon such a solution.
So he's like, well, listen, I understand, says the single coat. He says, now you're 22 years old. A lot of fellas, haven't hit a home run by the time they're 22, and then the Beach says, I've never been on base. And, you've never kissed a girl. And then so he was gonna show him how to do it. He was like, 90-10. You go in 90 and she comes back 10. That's the way to do it. Here, I'll show you. And they were going to have an on-screen male-on-male kiss where they was supposed to be mined for comedy. And it was wonderful. And but then of course Fallon walks in before that can happen. He's like, "Oh, we weren't doing anything. Not that there's anything wrong with that." All that kind of crap.
Between the prison mic references and the Hitch references, if this was 20 years ago, this show would be fire.
What a hit. The writing is so terrible.
It's terrible.
It's one thing if the writing is good and they're just mucking it up. But if the writing is bad, what do you expect from terrible actors? They can't turn that into good stuff. I mean, it's just
they cannot.
Oh my goodness!
You can only make so many chicken salads out of so much chicken S. I don't swear I'm a lady.
No. Come on. Listen, after a couple of glasses of wine, you're like a sailor.
All right. The occasional sangria. I'm dropping H words, D words, S words, A words for sure.
Oh, all the time.
Never the F word though.
No. Well, occasionally you'll say Seth freaking Rollins, but that's about it.
That's as far as I go.
Yeah. So, the Fallon doesn't want him going out because, of course, she knows that Kiana's been cheating on him with a fella named Zach, right? And then later, they go out on a date where they go out, and I think they have buffalo wings and mozzarella sticks. So he's really breaking the bank.
Just like we did at the appetizer sampler at Fridays.
But listen, this is us. It's us going out. The girls just shoot. I mean, take her out for something nice. I mean,
it is Florida.
That's true.
It's like that, or a gun range, or a Denny's.
Yes, Waffle House.
True.
Listen,
CM Punk likes that Waffle House.
I mean, who doesn't? They load up the hash browns there.
It's delightful. Kevin Nash, evidently.
And also, depending on what time of day you go there, you might see a murder, so that's fun, right?
Oh my God, it's always fun.
Yeah, so
you never know what's going to happen.
So I am hooked on the Haribos. So, here's the thing. Anyway, Fallon says if she plays with her keys when you walk into the door, that means she wants a kiss, which of course is from the hitch.
Of course.
So later, they're watching pictures of this on the social medias on a television, which is how social media happens, I'm told. And then they're like, Fallon says, I gotta go and intervene. So they're walking her up to a front door at a condo there in Florida. And she's playing with the keys. The Beach is given a line that says, oh, look, it's the North Star. The North Star is actually in the south. Or what am I saying? It's in the north. That's why they call it the North Star. That was not written by anybody. That was they hooked up some electrodes to a dog and said, "What are you thinking, dog?" And then they wrote that down because that's how dumb it is.
I think that's insulting to dogs, to be honest.
Honestly, it's true. But
you know what my reaction was?
I met some dumb dogs in my time.
This was how I felt. But it did make me think of the movie Hitch, and you know who was in the movie Hitch? The Kevin James.
He was.
Who was a wrestler.
The Mick Foley was not in the Hitch.
The Mick Foley, sadly, and it's a shame because that Mick Foley is so nice. He seems so great. But anyway, back to us. It was not very good. It was not very good, the Linda. I did not like the segment very much, but we did get the big reveal.
Yes,
that Fallon Henley and Singlecoat
are
stalking them.
Yes,
on their first date.
I know she's been cheating on you. Yes, I heard you on the phone. I love you, Zach. Like, I do love Zach. See, I told you. Because Zach is my brother. Which, of course, the Alex predicted like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, we love the Alex here. We really do.
He's a bit of a sourpuss. But I mean, like, listen, I mean, he could stand to be a little more jolly, like just a little.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of people in this world that could stand to have a little bit more snark about this drivel that's on the television.
But this, of course,
I'm missing the Wheel of Fortune for this.
No, it's terrible.
However,
terrible.
Why didn't the Fallon Henley warn him of this? I don't know. Before the first date?
I don't know. She should have done it before the first date. Also, Kiana James, like Fallon said, hey, I heard you on the phone. You said, I love you, Zach. And then Kiana would have said, yeah, I know Zach's my brother. And Fallon could have been like, oh, of course. Well, it's wonderful that we were able to settle all of this literally weeks before any of this happened. So
you could have done it before the title match, even.
So, listen, the whole reason at the end of this, the Beach looks like somebody ran over his cat. He's so forlorn.
Oh,
he's walking away.
And now a wholesome porn account is like, when are you gonna trust me, Fallon Henley?
Yes, that's the thing. And the thing of it is that Fallon ruined everything. Because Beach didn't get his first kiss.
I mean, also, pick a different moment.
We meet the Zach. He's like, "Hey, you didn't call and say if you're coming home, so I let the dogs out. I'm gonna.
Who?
Zach apparently let the dogs out.
Zach let the dogs out.
And then he also let the Zach out. He said, I'm gonna let myself out of the out through the garage, he says. So he says, who let the Zach out? Zach did. So
who let himself out? Who?
Yes.
Who?
That was the other thing was that earlier in the little things like, hey, when Fallon comes in the single coat, he's like, hey, you. Did you know that the Beach has never kissed a girl? And the Beach is like, well, now everybody knows. Yes, because you're doing it in front of a camera. I don't know if do you not see the cameras there? Are the cameras invisible like Isla Dawn? What is happening?
Maybe they're invisible John Cena Isla Dawn cameras.
Chinese balloon shrapnel says, yes, Jensen, let's not tell the whole world that you've never been kissed. While broadcasting over network television, your secret is safe with all 600,000 of us.
On a good night.
GMB, it says 1 million monkeys typing on typewriters are the ones who wrote that star line. It's very true. Chi-Town Spurs says Tasha Price and Prejudice.
Oh, very good.
Because that used to be the Fallon Henley. I saw somebody wrote in here Phallic Henry, which I thought it's not exactly romantic, but it could be.
Some people are getting very lustful.
Robert Lyle says Phallic Henley. Like, I'm like, come on. Oh my goodness. So there we go. So that was this thing. We got okay. Lump Beef Broth says, did HBK just watch Hitch before putting the show together? Very possible.
Very likely.
And Lump Beef Broth says, I feel like a lot of NXT dialogue sounds like if an AI tried to generate crappy wrestling dialogue.
I think Shawn Michaels, the HBK, was like, have you heard about the ChatGPT? Let's make it write the whole show for us.
Yes. But the ChatGPT actually, like it sounds a lot better than this. The ChatGPT wouldn't be like, I don't
know. It freaks me out. I don't know what it is. Is it one of these Alexas?
No.
I don't know what the ChatGPT is. Is it an instant messenger?
It's basically like if the Siri in your phone could write an email for you.
There's a Siri in my phone?
Oh, come on. You know about the Siri.
I know about the Siri. I was just pulling your leg.
Come on here. All right, here we go. Jambeard says, Jack being her brother is safe as long as he isn't a stepbrother since she's a porn accountant.
If the Denise Salcedo were here, it would be a very extensive explanation of that, but I'm a little bit more hip in my older age.
Jacy Jayne is bad now. You know that.
Oh, she's so bad.
She's so bad.
Even without a backwards hat, she's bad.
You know she's bad because she got her hair straightened.
Oh my God, it's so sleek and angry.
It is, isn't it? It's just like just so much.
Like, I'm in a good mood. You see my wavy hair?
Mm-hmm.
Look at your beautiful waves.
Oh, listen. I gotta go back and I gotta get the curls cut tightened because it's the perm's coming out. It's just not.
The overnights just don't do it as well, you know.
No, they don't. The at-home perm doesn't work. So here's the thing. Jacy Jayne came out and said a bunch of nothing. It's all about me. She said me a lot. That's about it.
It did feel very much like they took a Cora Jade promo from 3 weeks ago and put it here.
There was a video package of her stomping the hell out of Gigi Dolan's face.
Yeah, that was a little uncomfortable because the door went the wrong way.
Yeah, it was not. It did not look. But they're leaning into it. Just like
I'm guessing the Gigi's okay.
Just like the Jacy Jayne leaned into it when she kicked Gigi Dolan in the face.
It's true. She got her head kicked in like that Bryan Danielson does.
She really did. It was pretty terrible. But this is your big. She called it Gigi Janetti, I think is what she called it, or whatever.
Is that what they were referencing the whole time? I had no idea.
It went right over my head.
Yeesh. I may be between 60 and 200 years old, but I'm not that forgetful yet.
No. So I don't know what this is supposed to do except for like, Jacy. I was always the most important one, but none of you liked me. So that's why I tried to stove Gigi Dolan's head in. Like it's just ridiculous.
Why wouldn't you have turned on the Manti roast? But I guess she just doesn't exist anymore.
No, she doesn't exist anymore. Indy Hartwell says that Jacy Jayne is terrible. And I don't like her, and I want a match with her next week. And apparently she was great at that match.
Wasn't the Indy Hartwell working heel?
Not anymore.
Okay.
There we go. Apparently that's what we're going to do. Hey, you know Sol Ruka?
Oh, the surfer gal.
The surfer gal, also the gymnastics gal, also the everything else gal. You know, these I thought
kids that was today, the Tiffany Stratton.
No, she also does gymnastics. The Sol Ruka. Remember how they did this thing with the Nikita Lyons, where she was not only a rapper, she was also a backup dancer, she was also a kickboxing, she was also the son of a groupie or whatever.
Keep that
the daughter
same of a energy.
Yeah, remember that? Well, they were like, "Hey,
I'll never forget it."
Remember how terrible that was? They were like, "Let's do it again with Sol Ruka. Make it everything all at once."
I mean, her things do seem a little more related, but it's still. Just let them be rest.
The backstory, where like as my parents like said, as long as I kept my grades up, I could do whatever I wanted. So I would like, hey,
parents,
Mom,
bro,
I want to go surfing. I want to go snowboarding. Get me out of school. How are your grades? Well, I mean, they'll be bad after the day when I skip school, but so far so good. And the parents were like, yeah, sure, do whatever you want. These kids today,
these gentle parenting parents,
it's these millennials who don't want to work anymore.
They don't want to work. They're doing the silent quitting. They just want to go and bang on the drum all day.
Yeah.
And it's that gentle parenting. There's no consequences anymore. Everybody's getting a trophy. We're going to blame all the kids, even though they were not the ones who gave out the trophies. It's their fault.
That's right.
And you know what? We get liars. We get liars like this who say there's no puns today. There are puns tonight.
Of course there will get puns.
There are Valentine's puns. There are love puns. There's romance puns. There are lust puns. There are heartbreak puns.
I'll read a few of them here. Here we are. Okay. We got a lot of them here too. There's 56. JW Pringle says, send
so
Nook.
Close to 69.
Send Nook. Nookie. Okay, so Chi-Town
take that cookie.
Chi-Town Spurs says Mr. Darby.
I like that one.
Yes.
Alex. Alex fella, not a big fan of the Darby.
No, but also I don't think he's a big fan of the Jane Austins.
I don't think so either.
Steve Austins, yes, but not the Jane Austen.
Oh, love the Steve Austin, the Stone Colds.
Stone Colds.
The stunning. Remember the stunning Steve?
Oh, he was one of the Hollywood Blondes.
What a fella.
Ryan Sullivan says, spending today Gordon Solo-y. Jeeves says, cross-faced chicken wingman. Henry the Casey says, my love for you is what you'd call the firm because I want it Stokely Hathaway. Get it? Jake Salazar says Indy Hartwell. There we go. There we go. Chi-Town Spurs says match breaker, make me a match. Match breaker, make me a match.
Oh, find me a fine. That.
Catch me. Who does it? I mean, come on. Jesse Lavery says chocolate covered strawberry Wyndham. Ryan Sullivan says the Wild Simonans.
Ryan.
Oh my goodness.
Sultry.
We cannot trust any of you. The T-Electric Mayhem says, hey girl Calhoun. Not Haystacks, but hey girl Calhoun.
Hey girl.
Chi-Town Spurs says Tiffany strap on. My goodness.
I think they were watching the 50 Shades of Grey before the NXT because you guys.
Ryan Sullivan says, I have to. The Bushwhackers.
Ryan,
it's too much.
So bad.
It's too much. Chris Pereira says Romeo Reigns co-stars in Romeo and Julie Cutler.
I love her. Tonight is not the night to bring up that name in here.
No. Matthew Plus says, is it a Michinoku driver or a Cupid's arrow?
Yes.
It's both.
It's both.
Chi-Town Spurs says the taming of the Drew McIntyre.
Well, that's very good.
It's good. Jake Salazar says, Joe, come in for some coffee. Joe Coffee. Joe, where you want to come up for some coffee? Want to have a cup of coffee?
I'll take it. Accepted. Ding.
Henry the Casey says, you must be top flight the way your body is taking me for a ride. We're doing pickup lines now. My goodness gracious.
I know.
J.W. Pringle says, lusty roads. This is good. This is good.
We all know about your affair with Dusty Road or Lusty Roads.
Papa Shang. Oh.
How Meg Ryan of you.
You could also call him Papa Shag. Oh.
Oh my goodness. That's a double pun.
50 Shades of Grayson Waller. Don't go breading my heart. Everyone in here, really Randy Orton, and the American
5 in a row.
And the American Wet Dream, Busty Rhodes.
Let me tell you something.
No, Chi-Town Spurs. He's not the head of the table. It's head under the table. That's what you got to say.
Oh my
goodness. Okay. All right.
After that MJF promo and everything.
Jake Salazar says Grinder Mahal.
Because the spelling. Got you.
Mike Strikes Back says, I guess I'm just Oscar for love because I missed you.
I like that you guys are writing full on Valentines. That makes
Tom LaValle says Dance Archer. Jewelria Heart. Jewelry. Do you like my pearls?
Oh, they're beautiful.
Yep.
I'm sure the extremely normal chat tonight will make no inappropriate comments about them.
No comments about my pearl necklace. Henry the Casey says, you must be Soul Ruka the way you snatch my soul.
Oh, I love that one. That's very good.
EO2XO. Playboy Candy Heart. Luis Villarreal says, Legado de Orgasmo. No, I'm like, people, come on.
It's so bad.
Ryan Sullivan says, the mouth goes south, Jimmy Hart. the mouth goes south. Ryan Sullivan.
You are out of control tonight, sir.
Jambian says swipe right on Linda. I don't even know what that is.
People are trying to hook you up now that Meatnormous is bailed.
Jambian says Angelina Love Shack.
That's very good.
Here we go. Chi-Town Spurs says Jacy Jane Austen.
Very good.
Jake Salazar says flirt angle. Very good.
Love that.
Ryan Sullivan says give her a Paul Ella ring.
See, now that's the wholesome Ryan that we know.
Mm-hmm. Jambian says, did Meat Normus give you that pearl necklace? See, there you go.
Jambian!
No, I gave it to myself.
Self-care.
We are at 69.
No more.
No more.
Or 100 more.
Or 100 more. Randy Orton, DTF out of nowhere.
Oh, that's awesome. Out of nowhere.
Pardon me. How we go? Now we got 70 now. And here we go. King of the put a ring on it.
Oh, very good.
Ryan Sullivan says, I've avoided many problems avoiding the name dog and doggy. Yes.
As appreciated. So you got to know what the line is.
No one is allowed to say road doggy style because that is mine.
My goodness.
All right.
Don't encourage them.
So Tiffany Stratton defeated Thea Hale via Thea Hale freaking out because the schism was standing in the stands wearing masks.
Like, what was she even doing? She's such a weird little freak. Toodles.
You want to do PTSD for her because she was kidnapped for 25 minutes last week. That's fine. But you don't have to lay it on quite so thick with everyone standing at ringside and them going, Well, I don't know why Thea Hale is so upset. I mean, it's just the schism. I mean, I think it's fine.
I mean, they could have been invisible, though, for all we know, since spooky characters are invisible.
They could have been, I suppose.
As we've learned.
Mac Hyland says Kate looks like Taylor Swift.
Thank you, I think.
Yeah.
Do I know a Taylor Swift song? What can I sing for Jeremy?
I don't know.
Shake it off. Shake it off.
And then Matthew Plus says, shoot your shot, Mac. Okay. So Tiffany Stratton does the double jump moonsault. It's awesome. It's a wonderful, good thing. Thea Hale.
It's a really great move.
Yeah. Thea Hale is insane. She was driven insane by being in the presence of the schism for 25 minutes.
I mean, she's always insane.
They really did a number on her.
They sure did. We're in and out of our accent like we're the Brock Lesnar.
Javi Bernal
the big body Javi.
Asks Tatum Paxley to be his Valentine, but she says, I'm taken. And he asks Ivy Nile to be his Valentine, but then she takes his arm and breaks it in 15 pieces. And then I don't even know how to say. And then there was a disembodied voice in the room, and Ivy Nile and Tatum Paxley look over to their right, and the camera pulls back and shows that there's nobody standing there. And Isla Dawn says, oh, look at you, Ivy Nile, who's going to protect Tatum Paxley, but you're tired of having to protect Tatum Paxley. Isn't this so terrible? Don't you want to just leave her behind? And then Ivy Nile is like, I'm not listening to her. Are you? No. And then they leave. And commentary doesn't point out the fact that, like, they were having a conversation with nobody, because Isla Dawn is invisible. Do. I don't know what. This was like, so awful.
It's like the Clay Aiken, remember? That if I was invisible, I would just... That was a creepy song because he was like, I would just wash you in your room. Do you remember this?
No, I was not.
We went to see the Clay Aiken. We are the exact demographic for the Clay Aiken.
Since when? I don't remember that.
Anyway, he had a song called Invisible. This is very weird. It's very weird. Mist apparently turns you evil just like her. And then that also turns you invisible. I don't understand what's going on here. You all pipe down in the chat. You're being very inappropriate.
Darren Lloyd says, so what happened to Isla and Alba? Were they supposed to be mysterious voices, or were there spooky images not added in post?
You know, I think I figured it out. I think what happened to them...
That might have been what happened. Yeah.
So that's my thoughts.
That's perhaps. Lump Beef Broth says, I stepped out at the beginning of the scene with Isla Dawn. I walked in to see Ivy Nile reacting to Isla's disembodied voice. I was confused and thought the scene was just poorly framed. That would have been better than the truth. The truth is that Isla Dawn is a witch and can make herself invisible.
But, like, is it a Harry Potter thing?
But I don't know.
Because before it was just that she had missed. How many powers does this gal have?
What you are saying to us is that a member of your roster has magical powers and can turn herself invisible whenever she wants. And then, right after this little scene, I mean, the Ivy Nile and Tatum Paxley were not weirded out by the fact that Isla Dawn can make herself invisible.
Well, when you're a potato who's also a wrestler, you've seen just about anything, but I agree.
They were only upset at the content of what the disembodied voice was saying.
It's true.
And then we leave there, and there's nobody freaking out on commentary. Like, Vic Joseph barely mentions it. I don't think Booker knew what was going on.
Well, Booker never knows what's going on, but it is weird that everyone was like, oh yeah, people are just invisible sometimes.
Oh my goodness, it's so terrible. It was one of the worst things that they've ever done.
It's terrible. Terrible.
And what I mean by that is not sending Alba Fire to the main roster and instead saddling her as the henchwoman of the girl who can make herself invisible, apparently. But that is so unimpressive that commentary won't even point it out to the viewers at home.
I mean, I think that Isla Dawn is a good wrestler. I think she makes a perfectly fine witch wrestler. How many superpowers do you have is my thing. You got the mist.
And why does nobody care?
Because they've seen everything in NXT at this point. It doesn't even surprise us anymore, which is sad. Sad. You should be surprised that your coworkers are talking to you and invisible. Yes. That should be noteworthy.
They look directly over there. Not like, where is that coming from? They look right over there. Also, there was a stool, I believe, with a water bottle and a towel on it.
Yes.
And they were both looking at the water bottle. So maybe Isla Dawn wasn't invisible. She can turn herself into a water. Fine, give it to me. Hold on. Hold on.
Here.
And I made it disappear. I'm Isla Dawn.
My goodness, it disappeared again.
No, here's the thing. You have to completely no sell it. Like it doesn't matter.
I'm sorry.
Here we go. One more time. Here we go.
Hey, are you thirsty?
Yeah. Let me give me some water here.
Would you like some water?
I'll take you some water. Thank you.
Business as usual to me. I don't find that odd in the slightest.
Nope. Damon Kemp had a match with Axiom. Axiom won, but Damon Kemp can throw little guys around a lot. That's all I can get out of this.
Axiom has the new entrance.
I missed it.
It's not.
What does he do? He's not so running around anymore. In like weird slow motion-y type things. Well, that's good.
No. It was just kind of normal. It was more superhero-y.
Right. So Damon Kemp is a perfectly cromulent, large, throwing around type of guy. I think you should only wrestle smaller fellas, and Axiom is very speedy.
He's very quick,
mm-hmm.
and considering he's merely a child, quite a kid.
Bron Breakker comes out, and he's interrupted by Jinder Mahal because there is no God. That's all I can say about this. Because after I don't know how many months of Joe Gacy, and like, what are we doing with poor Bron Breakker? Like, people are singing Bron Breakker sucks. Bron Breakker sucks. And like, listen. He doesn't, but you've booked him to a point where nobody gives a shit about him because you put him up against Grayson Waller and Joe Gacy for most of his time as champion. You think that giving him Jinder Mahal is going to make things better? Is that what you think? Because you're wrong if you think that.
The Joe Gacy stuff was terrible.
Yes.
And then they had like the Tyler Bate stuff. And even the JD McDonald stuff wasn't great from a story thing, but was good in the ring. And then the Apollo Crews stuff, we had turned this corner, and now they're U-turning. You're turning right back around. Or in Jersey, you know you got to do a jug handle. But regardless, I get that they need an intermittent program to get to the Carmelo Hayes. They don't want to do that before the Stand and Deliver.
Right.
And I get the idea that everybody in this little faction, this Endushare, is going after the gold. However, it's a terrible idea. But hypothetically, it makes sense, right? Like a former champion coming down. He's trying to lead this whole group into a charge of the gold medal. Going after all the titles. It's just that Jinder Mahal is not great at this wrestling thing.
No, he's not. As evidenced by this promo, I suppose you could technically call it, that he cut on Bron Breakker when he was stumbling over all of his words, and he's just terrible at everything.
Not very good.
No. He was trying to be like, do you hear them? They don't like you, Bron, and it's silent. And they're like, oh, yeah, we were booing him a second ago. Should we boo him? No, I want to boo this guy instead. Like, this segment was death.
It was not very good.
No, nobody gave a damn either way.
It makes me just, like, sad for the rest of the roster. Because I actually don't know who you put in this role right now. Because you just ran through the Grayson Waller.
You go away, Joe Pearl.
Oh, look, it's the Madcap Moss Stan.
Look at this guy. He's got the zero taste.
Look at him with his bass guitar over his shoulder.
Just terrible.
The Joel Pearl. You know what I would never do? I would never, ever co-host a podcast with him on Sunday nights on Fightful Overbooked. Not once would I ever do that.
No.
Just for him to go to Elimination Chamber this Sunday and co-host with his old co-host. So...
GMB had said, did Veer come today? I'd rather see Veer versus Bron Breakker.
I love the Veer. He's great in the ring.
He's much better than Jinder Mahal, I'll tell you that much.
And the Sangha has that like lovely disposition.
He does.
I like his promos. I like his overall presence.
Orion
Not so
Ben
much sold
says,
on the Jinder Mahal.
But Sheila, we just did this with Ziggler. I mean, we did it a year ago. But your point stands.
But the thing is, the Dolph Ziggler quite good in the ring and very good on the microphone.
Linda hinders the Jinder on Tinder. I suppose
that's so
I
weird.
do.
They forgot to say
If I knew what it is, I don't know.
Stand
there you go. Jake Salazar says Rollins are red, violets are blue. Jinder is winning, and there's nothing you can do. Jinder's not winning this now. If they had him on a pay-per-view, I would think it would be possible, but not.
No,
not just like now.
He's gonna drop to the Carmelo Hayes, I think.
They also announced there's NXT Roadblock on the 7th of March, and if they were gonna do, like, why don't just have Jinder versus Bron Breakker on NXT Roadblock? I
thought that's when it was.
If it was next week. Next week is the 21st. That's not the Roadblock. Roadblock is on March 7th. Ridiculous.
Absurd.
Definitely not David Bowie says there's a terror of knowing what the show is about. Watching Bron Breakker versus Jinder, I'll scream, "Let me out."
That's very good. That's a great song.
Wesley has a what do you call him? An open challenge.
Oh, the open challenge! I love the open challenge.
The John Cena do made the open challenge something we all love
with the U.S. title.
So yes, and then here comes Tony D'Angelo, who we love. We love the Tony D. Such a nice boy. Always gets me my pastrami on rye. He's a nice boy from around the neighborhood. We love him so much.
Oh, love the Tony D. I got my questions.
Yeah, but listen, we all maybe it's true. So, listen.
Yo.
The Tony D comes out, and then he is kidnapped by Dijak. And then the Stacks tries to attack the Dijak, and the Stacks and the Dijak they battle to the back, and there's I don't know Zack attack.
Oh, I love the Zack attack from the Save by the Bell.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot believe we did not get, out of all the inappropriate puns we've gotten, and there's been a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Not one about the Tony D and his Tony D.
No, not yet.
I don't know why, but I'm just like very in on Dijak Kidnapper.
In broad daylight in front of everybody.
I don't know why it works for me right now. I'm like, I'm in. What? I think it's because it's not pretending to be anything other than like an 80s cheesy kid. Like, if you tell me that's what you are, I'm kind of in on it, to be honest. And I just love Dijak. So,
well, he's great. You know who's not great? The Von Wagner. He's terrible. And he's the one who comes in and actually answers the challenge. And he's and Wesley beats him because they're not stupid. They are, but not with this. They're stupid with a lot of things, but not about this. The Robert Stone's out there in a yellow suit for some reason, yelling at him to get him in the ring instead of being counted out. And he gets him in the ring, but eventually Wesley does that thing he does where he does a backflip and then kicks you in the head.
Yes.
And that's his finisher. And so he pins the Von Wagner with that. But then at the back in the locker room, the Von Wagner is very upset. And the Robert Stone says, "Do you know why everyone hates you? It's because you don't let anybody in. All you are is a meme about coming on Tuesdays." And that's it. You gotta let me help you. Help me help you. Help all of us. And just end all of this, end the charade and get rid of this guy, Von Wagner. He's terrible.
This made Robert Stone look so stupid, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why did you pick this guy if you didn't know who he was or that he doesn't win? Just bad. Just made Robert Stone look like an idiot. It's like, you know why everyone hates you? Because nobody knows who you really are. Well, no, it's because you're not like a great wrestler, really. And you got hot-shotted real high up the card.
Mm-hmm.
He was fine in that like ladder match where he was just throwing people around. That was probably his best showings. But other than that, it's just like a lot of shoulder blocks. So It's not that we don't know who you are. It's that you're not a very good wrestler. But
Robert
Stone looked like an idiot, I felt like.
Robert Stone says, you got your walls up. I need you to break the walls down.
Break the walls down. Break down the walls.
Oh, it was so bad.
It was not good.
I mean, you go from somebody we all love, the Tony D.
Oh, we love the Tony D.
To somebody we don't all love, which is the Von Wagner. It's a major step down in terms of what we want to see. So it's unfortunate.
Oh, movies that came out in 2004.
Mm-hmm.
The Mean Girls.
Mm-hmm.
With the Gretchen and how she's trying to make the fetch happen.
Right.
The Von Wagner is kind of like the fetch. Like, we got to stop trying to make it happen.
Yep. Yeah.
It's not going to happen right now.
No, it's not going to happen. So anyway, they announced that the NXT Roadblock is happening on March 7th. So tune in then, I suppose, for the Roadblock. Hank Walker has a singlet that says Walker on it, but he doesn't have boots yet. So Drew Gulak gives him a pair of boots. And he basically just has his match with Charlie Dempsey. And tries to get him in a Fujiwara armbar over and over again until Charlie Dempsey picks the leg and then is able to get him in the Regal stretch and wins when he's able to hook the hands because the Hank Walker taps out. And then Charlie Dempsey leaves with Drew Gulak. Drew Gulak was like, well, you beat up my man, so I guess you're my new man now. Because that's basically what the rules were back in the 50s. I don't know if you know this. But if your man got in a rumble with another man and he beat your man, then you were his property. That's how husband number 2 happened. It was just awful.
I was just going to say, that sounds like a familiar story with you as well. But very nice to see that Hank Walker got gear. Honestly, it's kind of disappointing now. He just has gear.
Yep.
What happened to his other outfit? Did he wash it? Did he burn it?
I don't know.
Is he wearing it in the streets? I need to know. The pairing of Dempsey and Gulak makes a whole heck of a lot more sense. I love that idea.
Catch point lives, says Luis.
I love it. I'm here for it. It's a whole lot of fun. Like how this unfolded. And the Hank Walker, not bad. Not bad at all.
No. I actually I enjoyed his time in the ring there, but I don't know what this whole thing is now. But Hank Walker having Drew Gulak as a coach makes him an interesting character. Not having Drew Gulak as a coach and does not help him.
Well, not having Drew Gulak as a coach and now having ring gear. If he didn't have Drew Gulak but was still wearing the same outfit, I'd be like, what is up with this guy?
Yeah.
Now he just has ring gear and no coach. We'll find out.
I know the Alex likes to do all the voices when he's here.
Oh, he loves the voices.
So I'm going to try and be like the Alex and try and do some Gallus impersonations.
Oh, good luck.
So here we go. So hold on. So the Gallus are out there. They're playing pool, snooker, whatever you want to call it. They're playing billiards. And in comes the Pretty Deadlies, the Yes Boys. Like, hello, we're the Yes Boys. Don't you like us? We're from the England. And like we want to have a match for those tag titles because we are the Yes Boys. And then the Gallus is there, and they say, well, if you'd like to play billiards with us, then if you beat us and you pay for our drinks, then we'll give you a chance at your and the Yes Boys, they're like, well, of course, we'd love to play billiards with you. And so they play billiards. And they're not very good at it.
No, they're not very good.
They're not very good. It's like best of 3, then best of 7, then best of 29. and they always lose over and over again. But every time they lose, they gotta buy more drinks. And the Gallants boys are like, "Hey, get our drinks in. I drink beer because I'm Scottish. Hey, get in my belly." And that's basically it. So that's how they did. And then at the end, they were like, if you wanted to have a tag title match, all you had to do was ask. And then that was the whole thing.
You are better than Alex. I'm just gonna say it. But before we analyze it too much further, the SP3 of the True Heel Heat podcast said, "I came here to see the East Coast Legend Kate and the always sour one, Alex, but I pop in on Stewart's mom from Mad TV. It's Galentine's Day.
It's Galentine's Day. What are you talking about?
The Linda and the Sheila, but support SP3 and True Heel Heat. We love them. You can catch the SP3 on the FMC on the Fightful Overbooked. Being a very sad basketball fan.
Yes.
This is the Linda and the Sheila, if you're not familiar.
No. Yeah.
Lord, if you're not, God love you. God love you.
Champion says Gallus, don't you mean phallus?
Oh, you're so bad. Do we have 169 puns yet?
Hold on. I don't think so. No, nowhere near, I don't believe.
Well,
we're at 87.
Okay, not bad. Not bad. But get in those super chats, get in those humper chats, send in your Twitch bits. Wasn't that a great impression of the Kate?
It was a great impression of the Kate. You're losing it a little bit. But
subscribe to Fightful Select, people.
There you go. So, Trick comes out and calls out the Ilya Dragunov. And the Trick he's just a motor mouth with a microphone. That's what he is.
He talks so fast.
He does. He talks so fast. He trips over himself a few times, but I'm not really sure what's going on.
This felt very weird.
It did. Anyway, so Dragunov comes out and is able to. He says, let's have a fight. He says, but in Russian, and then he's able to kick. Trick Williams in the head, which has been very easy because Trick Williams is so tall. But then JD McDonagh comes out and he says, "You should be arrested because I'm wearing an eye patch," and that distracts Dragunov long enough that Trick Williams sneaks up behind him and beats him up because they want me to believe that the man who defeated Walter would even allow Trick Williams to get one shot in on him.
I don't know why. I'm very excited for where this could go in ring. This segment did not unfold properly for me, and Dragunov and the JD McDonagh not allowed to fight because they have now injured each other both in real life.
Yep. Yes.
Twice. So we're not doing that anymore. We're just going to suspend their program. But I love the Dragunov. I love the Carmelo. I don't mind the Trick. But this just was clumsy a bit. It didn't really work for me yet, but I'm excited for what could be.
Trick. What should be is Dragunov beating Trick Williams in 90 seconds next week, and then eventually Ilya Dragunov being the first opponent for Carmelo Hayes when he wins the title from the Bron Breakker at the Standard Deliver.
I like that quite a lot.
But especially the first part, because anything longer than 90 seconds and you're pushing it because it's Ilya Dragunov and it's Trick Williams. I'm very sorry.
Correct.
No, I don't believe it. So, Jaden Pringle says, Dragunov, buy me drink Jenna first. Not that kind of a thing.
You're so bad. You're so lustful in the chat tonight.
Greg B says, Trick appeared to be very excited for his moment to shine. He needs to learn to control that thing. He does. It's a little bit like an overexcited puppy dog. It
was a little clumsy. A little too quick. Too quick with the Trick.
A bit too much. Too quick with the Trick is the thing.
If you are too quick with the Trick,
Bluechew.com.
Bluechew.com.
It's true.
Code Fightful.
So, Oh, backstage, Carmelo is it talks to Trick, is like, Dragunov's, he's a little different. He's the mad Russian. He could probably kill you. And Trick's like, I don't care because I'm stupid. And that's basically what the whole segment was. I'm sorry, I'm paraphrasing. But I'm so in love with myself, and that I have such a high opinion of myself that I don't realize I'm facing one of the greatest in the entire world. And I myself am nothing but a glorified valet. That is what Trick Williams should have said, but he did not. So I made him say it instead.
I kind of like the I'm stupid thing.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yes. So here we're already here at the main event.
We're already at the main event.
We're already at the main event.
Happy Galentine's Day. We're at the main event.
Let's read some puns.
Let's read some puns.
Well, let's read some things about this. Theo says, ladies, I'm so sorry I'm late to Galentine's Day. Had some server issues at work that forced me back to the office. Don't you hate when that happens? Thank you for providing a space for decompression and escape from reality. Love you all, SGS. What are you talking about? This is perfectly reality. Right here with my pearl necklace.
This is an extremely normal pro wrestling review podcast.
And everyone does just like this.
Of course.
Yeah. Rovan F2 says, the Linda breaking hearts and hips. My own, certainly.
Oh my goodness. Have you ever?
Mm-hmm. Happy Galentine's girls needed this after NXT. It's true.
So did I.
We all needed it. Thomas Seibert says, I appreciate all the SGS. One LT photo says, I'm already loving this so much. LOL. Well, how could you not? Honestly.
LOL. So are we.
Jam Beard says, Bobby Fish was there to witness both births of Lincoln and Washington.
Oh, of course he was. He
was.
Both of their godfathers, which is so incredible.
So incredible. Here we go. Puns.
Oh my God, we're back at puns. We love the puns.
Here we go. Wait, hold on. Wait. Ryan Ben, first of all, says Trick really needs to see WWE Network RIP. Poor Trick. He never knew what hit him. We're at 92 puns. Here we go. Orion Ben says Stoneheart Steve Austin.
Very good.
Tom LaValle says I Wendy Choo Choo choose you.
Dragon Chew.
Ryan Sullivan says roses are red. This is tactless, but step on me like I'm Tony Atlas.
Ryan. Salty but very funny.
Tyrone Kid says Roman my Valentines.
I don't get it. Do you?
I don't get it either. Jam Beard says NXT stand and deliver with Bluechew.
I like that.
Tyrone Kid says double my hearts in my sleeves. Double vest in the beach.
That's very
double
good.
Hearts in my sleeves. Double vest. There we go. Very good. Jesse Lavery says Breakica. I hardly even know her.
Oh, I love that one. Very good.
JW Pringle says Slabanaka.
Very good. Very good.
Chi-Town Spurs says A Midsummer Night's American Dream.
Is that a romance? Really? I'll take it.
I mean, yeah. There's a bunch of lovers who go in the woods of Greece and they meet some fairies. It's very romantic.
That just sounds like a documentary about you.
One guy turns into a donkey, and it wasn't even my fourth husband. I mean, he did too, but it was a different one. Champion says, I mean the Banga Brothers.
Oh my goodness, it writes itself.
Ryan Sullivan says, how do you know Bob Armstrong is single? His name isn't Armstrong. Oh, because Armstrong is single. Armstrong would be...
Oh, I get it. A bit of a stretch, but we'll take it.
Jesse Ozog says, Linda Sheila will be my orange crushity.
Of course.
Jim Beard says, horse girl style. Robert Lyle says, Lex lube her.
So bad.
My goodness,
You're all so bad.
You know, the
fun thing about me is sometimes I'm from Staten Island, sometimes I'm from Jersey.
Yeah.
You just never know.
Really, you're from the entire tri-state area. Henry T. Casey says, roses are red, happy Valentine's Day, but who are we kidding? It's come Tuesday.
Come Tuesday.
T. Electric Mayhem says, double D darn Danderson.
Oh, very good. Not where I thought that was going. I thought it was going to be a double vest, but it went to the old Arn Anderson.
Right.
Very good.
Yes. Tom Lavelli says sexual chocolates.
Very good. We got that one already, but a
Chris
classic.
Pereira says Mercedes Monet.
You guys are so bad. Very lustful in the chat.
So lustful. Jade Pringle says Brett the conversation hot. Horion Ben 666 says romance reigns in the hot-blooded line.
Oh, very good.
Ricardo El Comerciante de Pepsi says Karen Cupid. Bobby Valentine.
Mets manager.
Brett. We could have Greg the Hammer Valentine. It's right there.
It's true.
And Bret Hart Candy.
Love it.
Orion Ben 666 says 50 Lashes of Legend, an adult romance.
My goodness.
Tyrone Kidd says, has anyone said Jungle Love Jack Perry?
I don't think so.
No one has. Jungle Fever Jack Perry. No, that's not right.
No.
Orion Ben 666 says 50 Lashes. Oh, we already read that one. Thank you. Tom Lavelli says Fallon Henley honor adherence. Catherine the Great. If you know, you know. No, it's a yes, indeed. Patchy Rick says FTR, you single.
Oh, I like that one quite a bit.
Okay, so here we go.
Are you? Tell the people.
Terminally.
Terminally? Not even a fling?
No.
Not even a flirtation?
Listen, I gave it all up. I've had enough for one girl for a lifetime, maybe two.
We'll see about that.
Listen. Lord Kev says, Kenny Omega, Cutie Eye Bushy, the Golden Showers, Golden Lovers, acknowledge me.
You could have just left
Kev.
Golden Lovers.
My God, this imminent Christmas.
Naughty. You're so bad.
GMB says, Roddy Piper, I hardly know her. Henry the Casey says, roses are red, Thea Hale is all sass, and just like her yapping, I bark for that Ayo.
Henry the Casey.
My goodness.
Fresh.
Gracious.
You're all fresh tonight.
I believe Thea Hale is like 12 years old. She's very young. So we should not be barking for anything on Thea Hale, I'm saying. Ricardo El Comerciante de Pepsi says, Handy Savage, bang bang gigolo.
Handy Savage is real good.
Jesse Ozog says, Teenage Boykind's Mandible Claw with crusty Mr. Sacco.
Ew.
Ew.
You guys are gross.
No. Electric Mayhem says, Mike, oh, you're so cutesome.
See, that's a wholesome one.
That's very wholesome. Tom LaValle trying to help us out because we were like Roman something. WWF names for Bruce Pritchard and Brian Adams was Brother Love. That was what it was? Brother Love.
Okay.
Brother Love and Crush. There you go.
That makes sense.
Get it? Brother Love, Crush. I'll chase you for Galentine's Day. It's true. We all do need the Jesus. Eddie Kingston wants to be your dance partner.
He could be my life partner.
We got up to 100. That's wonderful.
Thank you for 100. We love 100 puns.
Ryan Sullivan says Fallon Henley takes on the 4 Horsemen.
Ryan,
because she's the horse girl. I get it. It's subtle. It's real subtle.
It's nasty. Yeah, being nasty.
Okay.
At least Henry the Casey senses himself appropriately. That's just nasty.
So it looks like the TikTok tag team is back to being good guys again. Because they came out. So. I've never seen this before in the history of wrestling. Hey, remember how we were jerks last week? We're really sorry. We just didn't eat, and we get a little crabby. But anyway, bygones be bygones, and like I've never seen that before.
I wonder if the acting of that was just way harsher than it was intended. You know what I mean? Like if it was just supposed to be like a, hey, champ, you want to help us out here? And they were like, how dare you?
But anyway, they do they had the NXT anonymous person who videotaped Roxanne Perez picking up Meiko Satomura from the airport?
I did not know that.
They showed that, and I was like, they can't be very anonymous. There was only 2 people in the parking lot, along with NXT Anonymous, that was 12 feet from them. So just ask, hey, Roxanne Perez, who was videotaping you when you got into the car with Meiko Satomura? And they're like, oh, it's that person. Well, now we know who Anonymous is. This was already done.
Were they perhaps hiding in a bush?
No, I don't believe so. JB says, the TikTok tag team had a Snickers. I mean, I euphemized it. You understand? So they were saying that we were pissed off because we lost our tag titles. But I was trying to be funny. So they had the match with Roxanne and Meiko and Jacy and Kayden, and just like with the match they had at the pay-per-view, Jacy and Kayden are powerless to face off against 2 singles wrestlers put together for the very first or second time.
Of course.
Yeah. So there's that. Pop Rocks wins the day for Roxanne and Meiko. And Meiko says, I did you a favor, now you do one for me. Let's have a fight for that title.
The Roxanne is quite good.
She's very good.
Like quite good. Something special. Like I actually quite liked a lot of the match. And I actually didn't mind the post-match. No. I don't like every tag team, but they're not a real tag team. But I don't mind into pay-per-view title defense against a legend like the Meiko Satomura. I like that for the Roxanne. I felt like it was set up better than a lot of these are often set up. Match was really good. Felt like a main event, which was nice. Love the gals closing out a Galentine's Day. Do feel a little concerned about the future of the Jacy and the Kayden based on all of the women's tag titles, really in all of wrestling, but all of WWE especially.
Yes.
Oh, good. Yeah. Paul Elizabeth is still awake. Wouldn't want him to miss all the extremely sexual puns that came down the way.
Well, he says, Paul Elizabeth says, a salute to all SGS pun makers.
Oh, Lord.
This is not the time for this.
Do we have a choice?
No.
Oh, hello.
Hold on. Who is this now?
Hips don't lie.
La 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 la.
Oh, is that it?
There was a one joke thing. That's it.
Thank you to Shakira for swapping by on Galentine's Day.
Her hips don't lie.
Her HYPTS hips don't lie.
her hips.
I appreciate the brevity from a show standpoint.
Oh my goodness! Honestly, because whenever that one drops by, it's
Talk City.
The longest friggin' thing.
It is Galentine's Day. I would have loved to talk to the Shakira about her time on The Voice. You know how I love The Voice.
Yeah.
We love The Voice.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to this Roxanne versus Meiko match. I'll say that.
As am I. Looking very forward to it.
All right. So, the Vic Joseph called them the TikTok tag team at one point. So Vic Joseph watches the show.
Yes, of course. They all do.
Hello, Vic.
Hello, Vic. Welcome to our very normal episode.
This is the normalest episode. At this point, I have to believe that of the 319 people viewing our show right now, that a full 40% of them are people who work at NXT. So
welcome to our very normal review.
We love you.
I hope one of them's the Tiffany Stratton.
Orion Ben says, if Asuka doesn't win in the chamber, Asuka versus Meiko at WrestleMania, I'm just saying. Well, you know who's not saying that? The people who booked that show. They should, but they won't.
No, give us Asuka versus Io.
I mean, would that be too much to ask?
Was this Sean? Did he come on here and explain his own joke?
Yes. Yeah.
After,
joke, yeah.
Okay. Just clarifying.
He had to do it. There you go. So okay. Yeah, there we go. Ryan Sullivan says, sorry, Father Paul.
Well, he's not a priest.
which makes Kate's father sound like a priest.
I don't know if I like my I'm sorry. I don't know if Kate would like her dad and her Wednesday night co-host crossing.
No.
Not great.
No. Meat Norma says, acknowledge meat.
Oh, well, look who shows up finally.
Smoker of meats, breaker of change, maker of puns, your tribal beef, number 9 for all time. Don't get ahead of yourself here. Don't get ahead of yourself here.
Or are you chasing after Julie Cutler like she's just some skirt and not her own woman?
Here we go. Meat Normus says, Delinda, do you like the Michinoku position?
Well,
I mean, it's one of many. Meat Normus says, dude love roller coaster.
Oh, that's very good. That's
dude fun. Love by itself is perfectly fine. Michael Dammit says Tiffany strap on. We've done it before, but thank you. We thank you.
I am sincerely very glad my sister was doing improv for 15 years before I started doing this show.
Yes.
Broke down a lot of the walls.
Yes, of course. You gotta
appreciate it.
Meat Norma says, happy Valentine's Day to my darling Delinda, the Sheila, all the SGS, and Julie Cutler. Hey now. Meat loves you. Delinda, am I still on thin ice or can I come through after the show? No one's coming through this particular. No one's coming through any of this. Through, over, on. No one's coming anywhere. What are you talking about? No one's coming through. So I had one here from before here. This is from Heather C.
Oh, we love the Heather C.
She says, for NXT, I haven't watched any WWE since the Blood Money show started. It's a good choice. I love watching you two on Wednesday mornings as I get ready for work. I just want to know this Galentine's Day. How did Linda meet the hunkiest murder grandpa, Minoru Suzuki? Well, he wasn't a grandpa when I met him. He looked like this. I mean, who wouldn't?
Look at those cheekbones.
I believe they say that. I believe they say this on the social media. 100% would. WOULD would. Also, with Minoru Suzuki. It was also 100% WOOD, if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh
my goodness.
Linda gets so bad, but you know who else is bad?
Listen, who's
the
this?
murder grandpa, Minoru Suzuki.
Listen, but look
at those cheekbones.
My goodness. That was the look he gave me, and it was like I was done for.
What else are you supposed to do?
I believe the story we came up with on the fly the one time we talked about this
story we came up with. What are you talking about?
Was that
kayfabe, bro, as the kids say.
As the kids say, I was traveling Asia, I was in Tokyo, and he happened to be staying in the same hotel that I was. He saw me in the lobby.
Looked at you like this,
and gave me this look, and the next thing I knew, I was taking chops. In the bedroom.
Fuck yeah, I figured it wasn't in the hotel lobby. It was just...
Yeah.
Why did it end?
Oh, it was a fling. It was a wonderful fling.
Understood.
You know, I wasn't gonna stick around in Tokyo. I hate sushi, so I had to go back to the States. I had a non-refundable ticket, so I had to get on the plane and go back. But he was so nice. You know, he wrote me for a while. It was in Japanese. I couldn't read it, but
sure.
But it was nice. It was a wonderful little pen pal romance we had going on. But you know,
so you didn't know what he said, but you wrote back and forth.
Well, I said, hello, Minoru. Love you so much, you know, back and forth. That was what a wonderful night it was. We didn't have the Google Translate back then. I couldn't scan it with my phone. It could tell me what it was saying in Japanese. So, you know, that was all it was.
Sure. What a stone cold fox. Look at it.
My goodness. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's right, it was. My goodness. What's happening?
What?
Hold on. Oh wait, I forgot to do. I was gonna do this for the chat. I was gonna upload a thing. No, it's fine. Don't worry. It's nothing big.
I'm worried.
No, you don't need to worry. Hold on.
You know, the Kate and the Alex never do stuff like this.
No, they never do. Here we go. That pictured there on the left is Isla Dawn.
You know what would have fixed this whole segment?
What's this now?
If Julius Creed just came in and picked up the water bottle and the towel and threw it over his shoulder.
Yes, that would have
the water bottle.
That would have been very funny. And then
it would have been so good.
Isla Dawn would be like, no, don't drink me. Don't drink me.
And Alpha Fire just goes, whoa. He's like throwing it over his shoulder. Oh, it would have been so good. Oh, I wish we had a telestrator so that we could be like, this one's Isla Dawn. Look at the Ivy
night. The NXT post show goes just as long as NXT with fewer commercials, breaks, and a better show.
Correct.
People say networks need to give us a time slot. We need to be on Peacock at least.
Oh, well.
You know, because
I
love
thought you just said after 8 husbands you're off the clock, but
no.
Oh, everybody in the chat can make one, but I can't?
I don't know.
Who do you think I am talking right now? Do you think I'm a water bottle or do you think I'm a towel?
Yeah, a towel, possibly. Maybe a speaker you were sitting on there?
Well, what feels the most Sheila? What is next to the water bottle on the right?
I don't know. I can't really zoom in on it.
Maybe that's me. Who are you in this case?
I'm the weight bench.
I don't know. I feel like you're the water bottle because people are always thirsty for you.
I feel like I'm the weight bench because buff men lay down on top of me.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
Well, there's Ivy Nile and Potato Paxley just talking to a towel and a water bottle.
All right.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
I like when our moderator yells at us.
Yeah, this is true.
He's like, I don't have to worry about moderating the chat. It's you two, Looney Tunes.
It's true. Okay, hold on. Now find out. Here we go. We got some more here. Orion Ben 666 says Magic Mike awesome.
Oh, very good.
T Electric Mayhem says the Luchador Damian 6969. And Luis says, I am 1000% certain this was sent to pop me and me only. Well, good. I'm glad you got popped.
I'm so glad. Someone's got to get popped on Valentine's Day. You know what I mean?
Larry B. Dupree's the third says more like Manor Woo. Right, Linda?
Manor Woo, Suzuki.
Woo. Tyrone Kid says 50 Shades of Layla Gray.
Oh, that's very good.
Very good. Very good.
Because it's even spelled the same way, I think.
But then Kate, Isla would possess Julius and black tar goop would come out of his mouth. It's true.
Is it the same rules when you are in cotton towel and liquid form of H2O, though? I have questions.
Yeah. I don't know. The Amish electrician says, Linda, remember Jake the Trouser Snake Roberts? Mm-hmm. I do remember him. CO says, I need to know favorite Streisand movie. Funny Girl.
The
obviously.
funny girl. The funny girl. She was such a funny girl, but was she?
Also, it's because I love to say it. Prince of Toys.
Nailed it.
T Electric Mayhem says, will Rip Taylor be showing up tonight? Oh, Ripped Taylor? No. Ripped Torn? No. Apparently hips don't lie. A wonderful, very topical joke from what year was it? 2000?
I mean, around the time Hitch came out, so.
There you go. Lee Butler says, is it weird to wish your Tinder girl a happy V-Day?
No.
I don't think so.
I think it's nice to just, it's a nice holiday.
Psst. What's a Tinder girl?
Oh, a Tinder girl is like, do you remember the OK Cupid?
No, I don't know what the OK Cupid is.
Do you remember the Craigslist?
Do
you remember the classifieds?
I believe, Linda, I believe I got a couch once from the Craigslist.
Okay. Do you remember in the newspapers when people would take out an ad and be like, male, 53, single, looking for a date?
Yeah, that's how I met my sixth husband.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, only it's on one of the apps.
Like a personal ad, but it's on
like a personal ad.
It's on one of those infernal apps, is it?
It is, and there's a swiping that you do.
Oh my goodness!
And some of them are as sexual as the little chats.
Okay,
that we've had today.
Here we go. We have a whole subsection here called Linda and Murder Grandpa. Chris Pereira says, "Darling Linda, wrap this up and get over here because the Bluechew is kicking in." No. Jim Beard
She's not a piece of meat. She just likes meaty men that slap feet.
Speaking of Murder Grandpa, I get to see him next month along with Maki Ito and Yamashita. Can't freaking wait. That's wonderful.
Hell yeah. What event is that, Jam Beard? Tell us, please. You don't have to super chat it, but tell us.
Say hello to Monaro for me. Say Linda says hello.
The Linda.
The Linda says hello. It'll be a blast from the past. Jim Beard says Suzuki chopping them cheeks in chaps. All right, we got some jukeboxes here. Do you see them here?
I do.
You got one in there for you.
I know.
So maybe I'll do two and then you do one and I'll do two more. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. G Bro says, I heard that Linda wrote "Come and Get Your Love." Well, let's see. Did I? There we go. Come and get your love. 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 Hale, what's the matter with your head? Yeah, Hale, what's the matter with your mind and your sign? And Hale, nothing's the matter with your head, baby. Find it, come on and find it. Hale with it, baby, because you're fine and you're mine and you look so divine. Come and get your love. Come Tuesday, get your love. Thank you.
Come Tuesday.
Okay, so here we go. Jake Sailorsaw says Linda singing "Bop" by DaBaby, but change the word "bop" with "mop."
That's quite the request. I'm gonna just say a
There
lot
we
of
go.
editing.
Okay. I needed some shit with some mop in it. Let's go. I flew past the whip with that blunt in my mouth. Watching the swerving, that whip had a mop in it. Whoa. My bitch got good. Her fly across the country. I finished the show and I hop in it. I got me a millie and I did it legitly. I'm still with the shits. I'm a hot girl. Hat. Hot hat. What? So there was "Bop" by DaBaby, but it's "Mop" by DaBaby.
I respect it.
All right, here we go. Why do you want to do your thing here?
Sure. Well, we got a wonderful request, a great request, one that I very much respect from the Beard, who we love so much. That pointed out, because I've got the Stan sweatshirt on, that Sheila should sing "Stan" by Eminem, but dedicated to the Linda. To which I say, my tea's gone cold. I'm wondering why I got out of bed at all. The morning rain clouds up my window. I can't see it all. And even if I could, it'll all be gray. But your picture on my wall, it reminds me that it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Dear Linda, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. That's not
I don't
true.
call.
It's the two of us. You
No,
call back, but it's usually on the landline. It's like
That's
a whole
true.
thing.
It's true.
I left my cell, my pager, because we still have pagers, and my home phone at the bottom.
Yes.
I said 2 letters back in autumn. Remember when we were sending the letters through that pen pal program around the holidays? You must have not got them. There probably was a problem at the post office or something. But ever since COVID, everything's gone so backed up. But sometimes I scribble addresses too sloppy when I jot them down. You know I do that. The chicken scratch if I'm rushing.
That's so true.
But anyways, fuck it. What's been up, girl?
Yes.
How's your daughter?
Mm-hmm.
My girlfriend's pregnant too.
Oh.
Well, I mean, it's more our girlfriend's niece.
No, I understand, yes.
I'm about to be a father. Not me, but if I had a daughter, guess what I'm going to call her? I'm going to call her Bonnie.
Oh.
I read about your Uncle Ronnie too. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, Ronnie and Bonnie, they run the diner.
Yes,
But they never make my home fries right. We're going to cut the song there because it gets kind of dark and I don't want to.
It does.
But I do want to say that if they don't start cooking those home fries, I'm going to go across the street. There's another diner there. Very satisfactory, but I don't like the omelets the same.
No. What you got to do is you got to go into the one. You got to order an omelet to go across the street, get the home fries to go, right? Then you go pick omelet, and by the time that's done, the home fries are done. You go pick up the home fries. You got 2 orders. You walk back home. You eat the perfect meal.
You're an innovator.
I do. I invented the Uber Eats, but for yourself.
You really did.
So, Beard says Linda to sing Jolene by Dolly Parton, but replace the name Jolene with Julie. Here we go. Julie. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Julie. Please don't take him just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare, with flaming locks of auburn hair, with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring. Your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. He talks about you in his sleep, and there is nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name. Jolene, and I can easily understand how you could easily take my man, but you don't know what he means to me, Jolene. Julie. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Blah, blah, blah. You could have your choice of men, but I could never love again. He's the only one for me, Julie. I had to have this talk with you. My happiness depends on you and whatever you decide to do, Jolie. You know what happens at the end? The end of the song.
Julie
takes the man.
I know it.
She's a bitch. She was always a bitch.
Ugh, never liked that Julie.
Me neither. So we get a question here. Well, Jambid answers your question. Nation Extreme Wrestling NEW in Vancouver.
Oh, fantastic. Have so much fun with that.
Wonderful. Vancouver. Theo says, curious, what are Linda and Sheila's full names?
I do believe there was one
Linda
assigned to me at birth.
Yes. Linda Firestein, right?
Of course.
And I'm trying to remember what it was because you've all the hyphenates. I'm trying to remember what the original one it was for you was Sheila Kopecky, I believe it was, because you have the Polish lineage there. I believe is what it was.
Checks out. I think.
I believe it's what it was. I believe it was Sheila.
You
Kopecky.
went through so many last names. I have no idea.
But the maiden name, the name my father gave me was Firestein.
It's true.
So Tom LaValle says Regal or Eddie sings "Hello" by Lionel Richie. If you know, you know. Well, I don't think that I could do Eddie, but I might be able to try a Regal. Here we go. Let's see if I can try a Regal here. Hold on. Here we go. I've been alone with you inside my mind and in my dreams. I've kissed your lips 1,000 times. Sometimes I see you pass outside my door. Mm-hmm. Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes, sunshine. I can see it in your smile. You're all I've ever wanted, and my arms are open wide because you know just what to say and you know just what to do when I want to tell you so much. I love you, man in the mask.
I miss Regal being on my screen.
Yeah, me too. Oh wait, hold on. For Cinnabay from Tyrone Kid.
Oh, we have
Linda and Sheila singing "Shoop" by Salt and Pepper. All right. Here we go. So I guess I'll do the peppers and you do the salts, or do you want to do the salts and shall I do the salts and you do the peppers?
Is there you can be the peppers, like the pepper.
I'll do the
pig.
pepper. I'll do the pepper. Give the Peppa Pig. Oh, my grandniece loves the Peppa Pig.
Oh, that's who sings the song, I think.
I believe it is. And the salt one is I don't know who that is. Okay. Here I go. Girls, what's my weakness? Men. Okay, then. Chilling, minding my business. Yo, Salt, I looked around and I couldn't believe this. I swear. I stared. My niece is my witness. The brother had it going on with something kind of, wicked, had to kick it. I'm not so shy, so I asked for the digits. Oh, no, that don't make me see what I want to slip slide do it swiftly. Felt it in my hips, so I dipped back to my bag of tricks. Then I flipped for a tip, make me want to do tricks for him, lick him, like a lollipop should be licked. I came to my senses and I chilled for a bit. Don't know how you do the voodoo that you do so well. It's a spell. Hell, makes me want to shoop. Shoop-a-doop, shoop-a-doop, shoop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop.
You packed, you stacked, especially in the back. Brother, want to thank your mother for a butt like that? Thanks, Mom. Can I get some fries with that shake booby? Oh my goodness. If looks could kill, you'd be an Uzi or a shotgun bang. What's up with that thing? I want to know. How does it hang? Straight up, wait up, hold up, Mr. Lover. Like Prince said, you're a sexy mother. Well, I like 'em real, wild, b-boy style by the mile. Smooth black skin with a smile. Bright as the sun. I want to have some fun. Come and give me some of that yum. Chocolate chip honey dip. Can I get a scoop? Oh my God, you know how I love the chocolate chip. It's my favorite. But baby, take a ride in my coupe. You make me wanna.
Shoop-a-doop.
I didn't know they did John Cena's theme song.
No, I didn't know either. Shoop.
Nailed it.
All right, that's all the. It's 108 puns apparently.
Yeehaw. Well, we were very happy to give the Alex and the Kayden night off as we came on here and celebrated the Galentine's Day. I'm taking their pay, and I'm going to go to Disneyland.
Oh, wonderful. That's so good.
What do they say at this part of the show? Everything sucks or something?
I think they say something like that.
Keep cool, deli meat.
Something like that. Stay fresh, deli meat.
Nailed it.